All right, here's something that a lot of people really are so excited about. And equally, we feel the same way. This is a battle for the top spot. The top 4. Pero sino ang number 1? Kumbaga, hindi and still nga, nandito pa dahil tinitingnan niya sino makakalaban nila rito no? The winner will be occupying spot number 1 sa ating top 4. This is San Felipe na nakaitim. They failed to cash in on their first attempt here in this ball game. Ateneo de Davao really was very, very impressive entering day 3 of the Xavier-Sucere Cup 2025. Hindi rin pumuntos ang Ateneo. Ito na ang San Felipe. Battle of 2 undefeated teams dito, Coach Anton.
So again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the battle of 2 of the best teams here in the 18 under division, both 4-0, winning against all of their opponents. Ito nga, it's gonna be a matchup that's I would say one for the books, if I may add, because yung favored teams.
And so far from what we have observed, ano ang strength ng Ateneo? Ano ang strength din ng San Felipe?
For Ateneo, or for Ateneo de Davao, let's go ahead and start with that. You've got, of course, the inside presence of Rene Paterbonia, who's going to be their anchor number 1 on defense. And then you have John Pellegrino, who is their very capable and very able wing. Going to be doing the damage.
And dito sa kabila,
you've got the person on the line, Gabe Ochina. Maaasahan ni Coach Alan Salansang. And then you've got a bevy of shooters surrounding him. You have CJ Rivera, and then you also have Prince Mariano. And of course, the Spitfire guard, Gabe Dagaas.
Wow, a lot of possessions here para sa San Felipe. But they also missed a lot of shots. They gave it another try. And a loose ball foul is going to be called against the San Felipe.
It's Anakin Isip trying to hold down.
Ano daw yun?
Anakin? San Felipe Neri.
San Felipe Neri.
Catholic school in Mandaluyong.
Natala the drive here. (1-0) para dito nga sa panig ng San Felipe. That was a free throw earlier. Chino. And a foul. Is it against Bahinting?
RR, si Rafael. Bahinting. Be a battle of outside shooting. Dahil alam naman natin, ang head coach ng San Felipe, Coach Alan Salansang, a knockdown shooter.
Speaking of an outside shot, they have managed to deliver. Isip will get the first field goal for San Felipe, 4-0.
That's one way to take out the advantage in height of Rene Paterbonia. Bring him outside. That time, John Pellegrino with a strong drive to the basket using his offhand to finish.
Score na rin itong panig ng Ateneo de Davao.
Nakaupo na sila.
Kaya those kind of things, diba? Whoever actually invented that? Saan ba yan? Sa NBA ba?
NCAA. In the US.
In the US.
Yes. It's
trying to get your first basket, everybody gets to stand up first. You won't be able to sit down until a basket has been made.
Sign of solidarity. You're doing your teammates a favor as well. Kung ikaw naman yung bench, dinadamayan mo yung mga naglalaro sa loob.
Parang may sense of urgency ka to get the first basket right away. Yun. 4-2 right now para sa San Felipe. They have the basketball, and Sanoria is going to be called for a foul, shooting foul, which paved the way for free throws to be taken here.
Rene Paterbonia.
Si Paterpon yung
Yes.
tinawagan.
Pero si Sanore, sinusubukan akuin. Taas na yung kamay
Oo
niya.
nga.
That foul is going to be called on Rene.
Samantala si Prince Mariano short on his first free throw. But making up for it by sinking the second. They still have the lead here, 5-2. Parehong walang talo.
1-0's gotta go.
Yan ang pinasok na sitwasyon itong dalawa na ito na kailangan hindi ninyo makaligtaan panoorin. Samantala, that baseline jumper, ayan na, nagparamdam na John Pellegrino.
4 points now for John. Earlier, it was a drive to the basket. Now he pulls up on the right side.
1 point gain.
San Felipe had a scare yesterday against DN Steel.
Kaya nga,
Tignan natin yun. 3-point lead lang habang ito namang Ateneo ay talagang convincing ang kanilang mga panalo sa kanilang mga kalaban.
Okay, Bochina making it 7-4. Ball movement. Nobody was able to spot that para rito sa panig ng Ateneo. Bad decision.
Pass went nowhere. Sailed out of bounds. Ball is going to go back to this San Felipe squad of Coach Alan. Quite important for them to be able to knock down their three-pointers just for the defense to extend outside. Talking about etong San Felipe.
Baseline throw in, and everybody wants that basketball. Three minutes and 25. Grabe ah. Tiyanian sa puntos.
Feeling out both of these teams as of the moment.
Oh. Three minutes ang nakatala sa ating scoreboard dito with a 6-4 advantage para sa San Felipe. I'm not exactly sure. Is this the right score? We'll check on that.
7, yep.
Alam ko 7 na to eh.
Because they missed,
Tama tayo kanina eh.
they missed the free throw. Etong San Felipe. 1 lang ang na-convert nila.
Pakipatukan na isa doon. Biro lang. Tao lang lahat, tao lang. Pangatlong araw na to. We're taking a look at somebody's going to be shooting free throws here. This is 1, pero 2 free throws. James 1. Giovanni 1. He only got 1. 1 lang talaga siya. 7-4 right now. Pellegrino. Oh, huli! San Felipe also doing their thing on defense. Parang kasi yung reputation nila, puro offense lang sila eh, no?
Yes.
Siguro, they have managed to realize that when they went up against DN Steel Bullets. Because they were just able to grind it in the last part to come up with a win. And that was, sabi mo nga, scary. Oh,
Scary
Halloween,
yun.
Halloween scary.
Nakita natin after that game si Coach Alan nandun sa labas. Kinakausap niya yung kanyang mga players na masinsinan. Na parang Siguro sinasabi niya, hindi pwedeng ganun ang performance na ibibigay niyo dahil mayayari at mayayari tayo.
Kaya nga nandiyan yung defense wins championships. Offense can win you ball games, but defense wins championships. Pero not too much, huh? As nobody's going to watch that championship anymore. Especially if you can't make any basket. 9-4, unti-unti chinatsaga sa free throws nitong San Felipe. Hindi pa, basically, ngayon pa lang atong free throw. Itong panig ng Ateneo. Oh, yes.
It is the first time that they're gonna go on a trip to the free throw area.
John Pellegrino right now at the line. He's got 4 points, guys, averaging almost 10 points per ball game, almost 4 rebounds. 2:04 to play here in the first quarter.
Siya ngayon ang bumubuhat para dito sa Ateneo de Davao. Off-campus.
He makes the first one. Ano yun?
Free throw.
One bang sinasabi ni Pellegrino? Did you?
Counted daw dapat yung free throw. Kasi parang na-release niya na, tapos pumito yung referee. So, that's what he's saying. I-count na daw dapat yun.
Bakit naman hindi ka-count? Diba? Yun naman ang question ko. Bakit hindi mo rin ka-count? Did you see anything wrong? Sa us? What? I don't get this anymore.
Okay lang daw, sabi ni Coach Alan. Okay lang.
That number 1 spot is so important. All game. Bante pa rin itong panig ng San Felipe up by 4. They have the basketball right now. As they try to go inside, great ball movement also para sa San Felipe boys.
It's a nice cut to the baseline, nice find. The way to get that bucket inside for San Felipe off of a timeout. Nice play drawn up by Coach Allen.
Ateneo up. The foul. And there's going to be another trip to the line. This time we're taking a look at John Mark Sanoria.
Si Flight 21. May highlight play kahapon eh.
He gets the first one to go down. Taking care of both. 11-7.
Slowly cutting into this lead itong Ateneo de Davao.
11-7. Ano, parang baliktad na convenience store.
Merong ganyan, sari-sari store.
Pero malamang yung logo, halos ka pareho. Ano?
Ganun na talaga. Nakakatuwa.
Ano nangyari dito? Parang nagulat. Itong si Sanoria. Si Peter ang referee na yun. Ayan o. Still trying to figure out. So parang, I can only just try to imagine what he was saying. Pangatlong araw na natin din. Simula day 1, pag ginagawa, ngayon mo lang tinawag yun.
Mahirap. So earlier, I was able to mention yung good morning in Hiligaynon kasi naglalaro ang St. Robert. O ngayon naman, para naman sa mga nanonood sa Davao,
Bisaya dyan.
Oo, Bisaya, maayong buntag.
Maayong buntag.
So good morning to our viewers. So maayong buntag sa mga nanonood sa Davao. Pretty sure they're following itong Ateneo de Davao off-campus. At fair naman.
12-7. Dapat bumati ka na rin from Abu Dhabi kanina.
Sinasabi ko baka sabihin ni Benji
From Abu Dhabi naman kayo.
Mag-Arabic ako bigla dito. Patay tayo na.
Sabi ko kanina pa rin.
Buti lang, di mo sinabi, hindi ako ready.
Sabihin mo na lang, good morning. With accent.
With accent lang pala.
12-7. Kakatuwaan lang po ng konti rito. Alam niyo na mahaba ang araw namin dito. Baka mamaya mabugnot na si Coach Anton sa akin eh. Kailangan patawanin ko to eh kahit pa paano.
Never a dull moment, I would say. Kung alam niyo lang kung ano na pag-uusapan namin pag naka-off yung mic.
Yeah. Kayo pa rin mga politiko. Air ball right there as si Carlos Leon. Transition play. Three-pointer. Nope, it didn't work out right there for Sonoria. I'd rather no, that was Garcia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nasa first half pa rin tayo, 6:04. Talagang tiyanian ang puntos tong dalawang teams na to. Walang talo, pero nobody wants to budge. Wala rin gustong basta bumigay. Talagang kinakayod at tinatrabaho kada puntos in this game.
You know, if it's any indication of how Ateneo de Davao plays, first three quarters,
yes.
parang sort of nagpapaasa sila eh. Sige lang, kala nyo, kaya nyo sumabay. Biglang pagdating ng towards the end of the third at the fourth, biglang
totohanin ka
kain. Oo, biglang itotodo nila.
12. Ito na, third quarter tayo. Nabitin ba kayo after 2 quarters? Sa second quarter tayo, nabitin ba kayo after the first 10 minutes? Kaya tuloy pa rin natin. Gumagawa ng paraan. Itong panig nga ng Ateneo de Davao, 12-8 as they are down here. Ang San Felipe naman, gusto sana kanina buksan na to break it wide open, pero they could not do that. Mabilis mag-adjust din ang depensa nitong panig ng Ateneo. Patient offense here. Pellegrino. Was going to take over here. Pellegrino trying to get closer, decides for the corner pass, and why not?
He knew that three-pointer was coming from Cayetano. That's their designated three-point shooter. Drive-in kick.
The three-point specialist for Ateneo. Talagang pinuntahan niya no? Sinubukan na, umpisa, hindi na dali.
Nag-help.
Ulitin natin yung play na yun. First three-pointer. Yes, we can say first. Because Matt Cayetano, we know he could deliver more than just one. 12-11, dikit na yung ball game natin dito, Coach.
Did it again, pero medyo...
The challenge.
Yep.
Nice looking move right there. Aga ng take off.
Prince Mariano with the finish in transition for San Felipe Neri Catholic School.
Prince Mariano, his first field goal. Whoa!
Stepping into a three-pointer, itong si RR Bahinting. Nakakagulat kasi yun yung may ball screen ka up top, tapos biglang titiraan ka.
What's so surprising here for San Felipe, sila yung known for their outside shots. Wala pa silang three-pointer. Nakakadalawa na itong Davao. Chance to take the lead here for Ateneo de Davao. Pellegrino will take it all the way, and he's fouled.
He wanted to be able to get that attack to the rack. Talking about Pellegrino. You see that ball screen.
Nako, plastic three-point shot of the game. Bahinting.
Double high offense. Used the pick of Paterponia.
Going for his 6th point and 7th for Pellegrino, and this trip to the line for him. Sila ngayon ang lamang, madadagdagan ba yung lamang na yan? 2 for 2. Teka muna, ganun yung pito ng referee. Parang ayaw mag-agree. It's a lane violation. So isa lang ang counted.
kay Sanoria.
Up 15-14.
Lane violation of John Sanoria.
Ayun! Pwede naman palang i-request.
Every time you mention it, Enzo Guevara knocking down a three-pointer, talagang nakikinig sila sa'yo.
Forcing a turnover. Up by 2. Have one three-pointer. They go for the second, pero palpalang inabot. Well, you don't do that right in the face of Rene Batamponya. Coach Alan Salangsang looking on with that kind of a face, yung expression. He means business. We want to maintain this undefeated. Sabi nga niya, bago lang yung pag-organize pag-gather niya nitong mga players, pero maganda yung response sa kanya. I mean, kung ito yung Ateneo de Davao, I think mas ano na to, mas matagal
nang magkakasama. School-based School-based. It's a big program we're talking about itong Ateneo de Davao. Not to take anything away, of course, from San Felipe Neri. Pero syempre, iba yung Ateneo. That program, just in general, it's very prestigious.
Nakikita nga natin, Coach Alan Salangsang is trying to do something about the own sports program din ng San Felipe. And that's why they're here.
Para rin mahasa yung mga players.
All you have to do is just basically work it out. Grind it out.
Work hard.
Yeah, you
grind
can be
it out.
Included among the best.
After this game, makikita natin a couple of 10 and under games.
Oh, okay.
Cuteness overload naman
that's
tayo.
That's going to be fun. Oo, ang hirap Dalawa lang kaming cute dito Dagdagan naman natin ng konti.
Kayo lang ni Malik yun, Si Malik, napaka-cute.
Pellegrino pops it up, it goes.
High up on that layup. All gas, no brakes. John Pellegrino in transition.
Sila naman ngayon ang abante. Up by 1, 18-17. Another three-pointer. Couldn't make it. Here comes Mahinting. Rushing. And then the dishing. And then getting it to go down. Pellegrino.
Nagsosorry pa siya kay Matt Cayetano kasi libre si Matt sa kanan niya. Sabi niya, Matt, sorry, tira ko na to. Tinira ko.
Mamaya bigyan kita ulit.
Mamaya ulit.
Tingin mo lang.
Sorry, bye.
3-point lead para sa Ateneo. And Sanoria picking up another foul here.
Good pocket pass to the cutting, the rolling Gabe Ojina.
Si Ojina, meron na siyang 6 na rebounds to go along with his 3 points. Good averages, 6.7 and 5.7.
Good role player to have on your squad.
2 for 2. 2019, lamang lang ang Ateneo de Davao by 1. Hinting orchestrates, he attacks. Pellegrino driving baseline, that's a miss. Di na kailangan itulak na mag-error na no? Pero well, you'll only realize if you're involved in that piece of action. Hindi naman necessary kung ano yung nakikita natin, nakikita rin naman.
Iba yung ano nila. Iba rin yung naiisip iniisip nila sa bahinding so they can call for that foul against Garcia. Or sorry, Rivera rather.
Rivera, who still has yet to make his mark here in this ball game. Well, he's coming off the bench. Catch and shoot three. Taking care of the rebound was Repompo. 2-point lead para sa Ateneo de Davao.
Tables have turned. No? Kanina, it was San Felipe leading the way, 12-8, ending that first quarter. Ngayon, ito namang Ateneo de Davao ang pumupuntos.
Test turned out to be a 12-7 scoring run para rin sa Ateneo de Davao in the second period.
And we see that San Felipe wants to run, but you also have to be smart about your outlet passes because pag nandun na yung depensa, wag mo nang ipilit kasi nahihirapan lang yung receiver nun dahil dalawa yung iniisip niyang player eh. Meron sa harap, meron sa likod. So you can choose to slow it down and set up your half court rather than force that issue and go out in transition.
Thought process. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy. Especially in a close ball game like this. Bahinding with a kick out. And knocking it down. Yun talaga trabaho ni si Matt Cayetano. It is not a three, you know? It is long two lang ba? Oh, it is a three-pointer. Why not? Sabi nga natin kanina, he had his first. He had his chance again. Mababawi ba na San Felipe? Their shooting is not turning out to be... Ay, hindi mo pala. Hindi mo pala. Smoke Duson at nakagat ko ang dila ko.
Duage answering back with a three-pointer of his own at the top of the key.
Loaded weapon pa rin pala sila. And comes to shooting from the outside. 23-22, keeping it close. 1-point game, under 2 minutes. That time, it didn't work. A second serving, yun nga lang. Nakagawa ng paraan. That time, Ateneo de Davao.
So John Mark Sanoria with that follow of that offensive rebound.
Three-point game. Wow, Sanoria coming up with a shot block from behind. Surprising Garcia. Thought he had the lane all to himself.
Who's that foul on? Is it Sisika? Free throws.
Oh,
Gonna be awarded. Giovanni Juarez.
JJ na?
JJ.
JJ na. Pati nickname pinapalitan.
Hindi nga natin alam. Ginagawa natin ang nickname. Minsan ang pinapaigsi lang po namin para nagagawa namin ng paraan na masabi yung pangalan ng anak.
Oo, kagad. Ala, not even 1-for-1. Ayaw na JJ. Okay, sorry.
Baka malas daw. Wag.
Giovanni 1.
Gio. Baka Gio.
Tapos biglang, Dong. Dito pala eh. Three-pointer on its way. Didn't work that time for Matt Cayetano. Pero alam mo, yun na talagang where he is really good at. It's a traveling call. Too fast for his own good that time for Domag.
The defense of Pellegrino, pretty smart. No? Hindi niya binangga eh. Parang dinaanan lang niya sa harap na ilang yung opensa.
Wala na isang minuto. Pellegrino. Ball going out. And it's going to be basketball here para sa San Felipe. San Felipe Neri Catholic School. They find themselves just down by 3. Truly, they have been out scored here in the second period. And outside sniping, it's still turning out to be a problem. Garcia with a miss. Igo Garcia. Here's Ateneo having a tough time right there. Was Sanoria. Even the presence of mind to look at the clock. Still that difference of 6 seconds, game clock and shot clock here. San Felipe backwind that shot. Let's slow it down. Sabi ni Pahinting. Lamang tayo, atake ako. Let's set this one. Teka muna,
May foul. They had fouls to give,
Oo nga.
so that's why they gave that foul up kay Pahinting on that drive. So that was a smart move. Pellegrino going and attacking the basket early. Sabi mo nga, tumingin pa sa clock because pwede nga mag 2 for 1. Alam mo, bumalik sa kanila, diba? Ngayon,
Yes, yes.
So that was a good pickup.
Well, basically, everything has all been said, but still the best move is to score. Ito, second half na tayo, third quarter. Pinakamalaking lamang ng Ateneo de Davao. At masisimula naman ang scoring with Enzo Guevara para sa panig ng San Felipe. Benji Santiago. Coach Anton de los Reyes, stage 3 of the Xavier-Sucere Cup 2025. Dito nga po sa Xavier. Itong opensa ng Ateneo de Davao. Sanoria did not get it the first time, but he draws near and he gets it to go down.
Second time's the charm for Sanoria following his shot, getting that offensive rebound. Who better to know where that ball is going to go than the shooter himself?
So mga first half numbers natin dito, Coach.
39% for Ateneo de Davao, 22% for San Felipe. Reason why this squad of Coach Jess is ahead is because of their three-point shooting. 4 out of 13, a couple of those three-pointers by Matt Cayetano, 1 from Pellegrino and 1 from Pahinting. Rebound battle na pupunta dito sa San Felipe with 22, ang Ateneo de Davao with 17. Pero yun nga ang sinabi natin, the three-point shooting is what is keeping or what has kept itong Ateneo ahead as they have 4 at 2 for San Felipe.
Wala pa rin nakaka-score.
Sanoria.
Dito naman tayo sa kabila. They had 2 all actually, para dito sa third quarter natin.
Right when you said that, Guevara knocks down a 3. And right when I said, nakakadalawa pa lang sila. O ito, dalawa pa lang. O ito, tatlo na. Pinapahiya tayo.
Cayetano, well covered right there. Anticipation of him going, whoa! John Pellegrino, iba't ibang klaseng tira, iba't ibang klaseng diskarte.
Different facets of his offense. Itong si Pellegrino, talagang pinapabilib tayo, bench.
Well, he's got 16 points. Nasa third period pa lamang tayo. He's trying to lead itong Ateneo de Davao. Is one of the key factors naman kaya nga nandito sila undefeated. And siguro also one of those players na talagang he was able to deliver during the Palaro Pambansa Championship.
Yep. Sila nila Rene Paterbonia.
Cayetano. He's gonna give it another try. 2 chances, but Rene Paterbonia keeping the ball in play here for Ateneo. Pahinting. Enough is enough, according to San Felipe.
3 chances for Ateneo, empty possessions.
Who can they go to? Puts it up and it's a 3.
That was off the glass. 3-pointer for San Felipe. That's Charles David. First 3-pointer of the game for him.
He's we saw action back in the first half. And Rene Baterbonia, what is good at?
That's too deep underneath. Nothing you can do once he's underneath. Kahit may bangga, kita mo, kaya pa rin niyang maiangat.
Pero would you believe that's only his first basket?
First field goal. Jetta.
Siguro,
Two
the
fouls
whole
kasi.
realization. Yeah, the whole realization. He's got to be aggressive. Second half na tayo. I talk about being aggressive defensively. Bahinting. Try to make it masak. Oo nga, Baterbonia had the right idea. So,
Tama naman because he's running middle pero off-stride pa yun na sinasabayan ka. Mahirap yun for Rene Baterbonia. Any big for that matter. It's not that easy to catch a pass that strong and while you're going full speed.
pagka point guard ka, pagka playmaker ka, you ought to give it a chance man lang. Subukan natin to, no? Kaya mo ba to?
You know what would have been a better read was if he pulled up and Baterbonia go for that offensive board. That would have been a smarter play.
That is strong, aggressive drive to the basket right there for Ateneo.
You see it in his face. You see it in his face.
know,
Talking about Pellegrino.
Pellegrino, eh.
Again, you'll see it.
Wala na makasabay sa kanya that time. Bawi ako, sige, subukan nyo lang. Parang ganun, eh.
It's just the expressions that he has when he's attacking the basket. And, miscommunication naman para dito sa San Felipe.
And 18 points para kay John Pellegrino, leading everyone in this ball game.
Number 1 seed baka mo. Eto.
Oh.
I got you. I got you, Coach Jess.
Enzo Guevara leads the scoring para sa panig ng San Felipe with his 8.
Ball was tapped out. Kaya naman pala hindi nakuha ni Damag.
Shot clock is 11 for Ateneo. 3.5. Anyari?
Ngayon tapik naman daw. Akala ko nga kasi kaya hindi nakuha ni Charles ni Damag.
So they changed the
Damag,
call.
yeah.
You know? Medyo maayos-ayos yung mga tawagan natin. Malapit na tayo matapos, ha? Mga importanteng games na to. Pahinting. Wow! Si Pahinting, iba rin, eh, no?
Tough pass, pero still able to hit his teammate in stride. Yun ang better pass to give to a wing player. As Damag making up for that earlier turnover by running alongside Pahinting.
Trying to go for their largest lead. Oh, 2 missed free throws. So possession arrow muna tayo rito. And this is going to be San Felipe basketball. 38-30, although lamang. Oh, it's Ateneo. Has the possession here. Sikan goes for the long inbound. Catch and shoot 3! What a delivery right there para kay Damag.
Kabawi na talaga siya after missing a couple of free throws, a turnover and missing the free throws, knocking down a 3.
Ito na, trying to break away here in the third period. Ateneo now leads double figures. And then the quick hands.
Siya naman daw. Defense to offense. Bahinting, RR with a finish.
Bahinting doing his thing.
Yep.
And San Felipe seems to be at a loss right now. But na-frustrate sila when their outside shots are not clicking. Take a look at this Lapo plastic three-point shot of the game. That was kanina from Damag. Hindi magdamag.
I was gonna say.
Nahinintay natin.
Can knock down those three-pointers all day long or magdamag.
13-point lead. This is going to be a problem na kailangan magawin kaagad ng solusyon para rito sa San Felipe. I don't think they have even stared down at this kind of a deficit the entire campaign nila, no?
They've been leading most of the time. Kung makuhanan man sila ng lamang, maliit lang. Single digits like that game against DN Steel. Nalamangan lang silang 4-6. That was it.
Maybe it took a lot out from them also, that ball game.
Could be. Mind you, ang makakalaban nila, if ever, na yung number 2 kung ito. San Felipe man, with the way things are going. St. Roberts. That's a tough matchup.
Tingnan natin ang All Saints Day matchup natin. Isang saint.
Basta santo pareho.
Yeah. Todos Los Santos.
So, Undas is yung Halloween All Saints.
Search Google natin mamaya. Actually, Undas, parang, I don't know, hindi na matagal na salita eh. I heard it mostly from sa mga news, sa mga balita. Kasi nga, di ba, talagang nagiging holiday naman yan. All Saints Day, All Souls Day. So, minsan, simulan na natin sa October 31. It's not just it's Halloween because there's a lot of traveling that has been happening, di ba? Especially if it's going to be a long weekend. So, mamaya check natin yan. Bigla ako napaisip doon na. Oo. Ito rin. Napaisip din ako rito ng bilang. Hindi na ba nakarating yung bola rito sa akin? Imagine. 43-31. Isang dosenang puntos na lamang. How do you overcome that para rito sa San Felipe? This has been a solid Ateneo de Davao quarter. 15-9. San Felipe. Balik tayo. Shoot free throws. San Felipe is 9 of 14 from the line.
Well, that's one way to be able to get your offense going by taking it inside. Just a different look. That's different from the three-point shooting that we've gotten used to from San Felipe.
Yun nga lang yung All Saints Day and All Souls Day. Yeah, parang you have to call it by one word. Ang haba ang alam ko sa All Saints Day tsaka All Souls Day.
Undas na lang.
Undas. Natapos ang ating third quarter. They own this quarter. 43-32. Welcome to the fourth quarter. Ito na ba, number 1 na ba ang Ateneo de Davao? And are they going to be keeping this unblemished record going into the semifinals? Or ito namang San Felipe, who's actually in the same boat and looking forward to extend their win streak to never get to experience a loss. Those are some of the questions needing some answers here in the fourth quarter in this ball game. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes, 43-32. Sabi mo nga, diskarte ng Ateneo dito. Parang hindi naman padadamahin. They're willing to engage you in 3 quarters, and when it's time for the 4th quarter to happen, that's when they really break away. Pero dito, kanina pa lang, third pa lang, sinimulan na.
Gonna say, napaaga yung pag-apak sa gasolina ng Ateneo de Davao.
Rene Baterbonia was challenged right there underneath. It has not been that easy para kay Baterbonia to do his thing inside.
They've zeroed in on him. Talking about San Felipe, alam na nila the game plan is limit si Rene. Pero yun nga lang, you limit one player, wag mo naman kakaligtaan yung isa or dalawa pa. And in this case, John Pellegrino having his way attacking the basket because yung mga bigs ng San Felipe nakafocus kay Rene.
And incidentally, John Pellegrino has 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Let's see how this thing would work out. Pino-frustrate naman ang Ateneo. If you think you can just, diba, get away with something, foul. Nakaka-frustrate yun diba? Yung akala mo,
meron ka ng breakaway.
Anong gagawin mo? And then foul.
Panira ng momentum pa.
Yes. Maybe that's also part. Eto nga, di ba? Trying to shoot a 3-pointer, San Felipe, it seems like they don't have any other options. They're 4 of 27. Not exactly as good then for Ateneo. They're shooting 5 of 22. Pero kung yun ang aasahan mo, yung 3-point shots mo, well, you gotta be thinking again. Go this.
Again, look at the strength of John Pellegrino going baseline, and look at his expression. Alam mong
parang ang dating
gonna go.
Parang man-child.
And just the way he's built, look, he's 17 years old. 17 years old.
And he looks like a man among the boys.
He must spend a lot of time in the gym. To be able to have that kind of a chiseled appearance. Talking about John Pellegrino, we can't say enough about this young man.
Largest lead already para sa Ateneo de Davao and limiting San Felipe to only 32 points, and we are already in the 4th quarter. Tentative. Yun. Part of the tentativeness.
Turnover.
Itong San Felipe.
That's what happens if you're a bit reluctant on your offense, on how you want or what you want to do. The worst that can happen is get a turnover.
Si Cayetano, yun lang yun. Titira-tira lang siya sa labas.
He's had a couple of 3-pointers, talking about Matt Cayetano. But 2 of 5 since then.
Okay, so that's only the 4th. Is that a 4th or the 5th? 5th, actually. 3-pointer para rin sa panig ng San Felipe. They need more of those, pero with 5 minutes and 20 remaining, di bali sana kung papasok lahat. At gumagamit pa rin ng oras. Bahinting. Baterbonia.
Weak side rebound, and then the reverse for Rene. Hindi man siya nakakapuntos masyado. Yung rebounds naman, inaalagaan niya. He's got 9 so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, he's the biggest, he's the tallest guy on the floor. Actually, for both teams, I think. Ayun nga, talagang a very important player, valuable itong si Baterbonia. They say you cannot teach height. As always.
He's very mobile, very agile.
Yeah.
And you see him move. Very athletic. He's not dragging his feet. He's that pep in his step when he
Hindi siya yung
runs.
mga tipong malaki pero bagal.
Oh,
Hindi eh.
siya yung springy. Kumbaga, if you look at him run, very springy.
What if you're summery or wintry?
Autumny.
(48-36). 4 minutes and 35. Did we expect really something like this?
I expected it to be a bit closer. If I were to look at the first quarter of action.
And Bakenting adds up. So, yun nga, the whole realization, yung St. Roberts at saka yung DN Steel. Alam nyo na kung sino kalaban ninyo. Okay? Ito naman dalawang ito. Siyempre, basically, alam na rin nila ano mangyayari. Unless, a chance pa ba para sa San Felipe to turn things around here?
Mathematically, it is possible,
Yeah.
but
Pero parang yung sense of urgency mo, there might be, pero hindi mo na siguro nandito, no?
kasi alam mong pasok ka pa rin naman eh.
Kaya nga, mas
So,
may importanteng
yeah.
laro.
You're kind of thinking that, well, there is a semi-final round that we're going to be looking at.
Kung merong what goes up must go down as we take a look. Grabe talaga si Pellegrino. Ang bumangga! Alam mo na kung ano saan kasunod doon.
Fast and the Furious yung
Walang
dating eh.
kamatch yung dating eh. It can be like a runaway train, pero everyone is going to be helpless and putting a brakes on this guy, John Pellegrino.
Parang nakikita ko ang matchup niya yung sa Azul Aguilas eh. Yung sa 16 under pa eh. Diba? Sila Granaderos, you remember those players that we were able to cover yesterday?
Parang ang tingin ko nga si Eric Reyes lang yata pwede. Saan ba si Eric Reyes?
Wala daw siya today eh.
Wala
He
siya
said
today.
He wasn't gonna be here today. But I think tomorrow, pretty sure he's gonna be there. He's gonna be here.
Ganun na yung tapat. Patay ka sa kuya ko. Sa daddy ko.
There's a bump. Breakaway na naman eh.
There's also going to be some times here na syempre iwas mo rin baka magkaroon ng injury.
Yep.
Conserve the
Papahinga,
energy for the bigger battles. I think sinukat ka rin lang, no? And there's also going to be a chance here para sa San Felipe. All they have to do is just survive, basically, yung laban nila in the semifinals. And magtatagpo sila kung sakasakal if ito ng mga
they dispose
Ateneo
of
will
their,
also win the respective semifinal game.
So we were able to see, diba, this Ateneo squad go up against DN Steel nung day 1. That was a big win by
Pero yun nga,
Ateneo de Davao.
nakita pa natin yung kalaban mismo nila sa palarong pambansa, yung St. Roberts, di ba? Talagang nakipagpakbakan din sila for 3 quarters. And the 4th, kumbaga, that's when they find some breathing room to come up with a win. They were kumbaga, fronted with a lot of challenges them on their way here to the semis. Umbro, last 2 minutes na tayo.
51-35 was the score.
Imagine. Pero what really was the glaring factor here for Ateneo de Davao? That big third quarter surge. At saka yung parang mas maganda pa yung touch nila from the outside as compared to San Felipe.
Actually, second quarter pa lang na. they already started kasi they were down 15-8. 12-8. Doon pa lang, malamang binatukan na sila ni Coach Jess na, huy, ganyan-ganyan na lang. And yung second quarter, 20-10. So that was a big second quarter. And then like what you said, nung third quarter, tinuloy-tuloy pa rin nila yun. Hindi sila nagpaawat. 15-10 in that third quarter. Ngayon, 19-11 run here in the fourth for Ateneo de Davao.
No time to relax. Pwede siguro sa Webes na. Tapos na yung lahat.
Tapos na lahat. Uwian na.
Okay.
Take that 2-hour plane
Right,
ride.
yes. May parada ba? Kapag champion. We'll see. Kayo na bahala dyan off campus.
Off campus.
Off campus.
Galing eh. Tataka pa tayo. Off campus.
It's a name, na saan naalagaan ang gusto itong Ateneo de Davao players.
The off-campus residences.
Residences.
Dormitories, gano'n, apartment.
Hindi yan ordinary for sure, di ba? Nag-practice naman ng depensa ng konti para dito sa panig ng San Felipe. Now they have began to realize na to experience a loss, to experience a setback. But this is just going to give them an opportunity to, medyo magmuni-muni ka, tingnan mo.